Tonight, students came together on the campus of UNC-Chapel Hill to remember the life of Zhu Yan, an associate professor in the Applied Sciences Department. Police say the father of two died after Tai Chi, a 34-year-old graduate student from China, shot him. Chi made his first appearance in court today as FBI investigators were simultaneously at his apartment combing through his belongings.
We are still exploring the relationship between the professor as well as the suspect. We cannot be specific at this point about where it happened. It is still under investigation. We still have that building secured as we are still looking at evidence as well as doing multiple searches.
Set a date for...
Chi faces murder and firearm charges. The district attorney says he will not seek the death penalty in this case. And the impacts of the shooting stretch far beyond the borders of Chapel Hill. WCNC Charlotte's Tradisha Woodard shares one family's story, talks with a therapist about what folks can do to begin healing.
Totally helpless. I felt totally helpless.
A mom drowning in a pool of emotions.
It's a scary thing to have happen.
Colleen Odegaard is a former Charlotte Today host, and she says the moment she heard about an active shooter on her 19-year-old son's school campus, she wanted to do what any mom would do, protect.
There was this part of me that wanted to get in the car and drive to Chapel Hill and get my son. He says that he was very nervous when it first happened. Things were very chaotic. He says that he's doing fine today. He's a 19-year-old boy. I don't know. Is that really how he's doing?
Jared Evans is a therapist with Revision Counseling and Wellness, and he says this kind of trauma can have long-lasting psychological impacts moving forward.
A heightened sense of awareness and just fear and maybe some anxiety. There's a traumatic event and there's trauma. The traumatic event is what happened, but the trauma is how I felt during that traumatic event that I carry with me. So a lot of these students and faculty is going to carry that feeling from being there or seeing people run, with them for a while now. I mean, there was people that would jump out of windows.
Evan says he recommends parents, students, and staff receive emotional support from both family and friends, but also professionals.
You're not alone in this.
He says time is also a huge factor towards mentally healing, giving moms like Odegaard and her son the ability to fully find peace.
I had to breathe and pray and get strength from my friends and other parents who also found themselves in the same situation, hoping that all parents will just check on the mental health of their kids.
Tradisha Woodard, WCNC Charlotte.
As we continue to learn more about how and why this shooting happened, we'll of course bring you the very latest inside the WCNC Charlotte mobile app.